Hi, everyone. Thanks for practicing with me today. My name is Katie, and today we're going to focus on two of the probably most important things in yoga, breath and balance, okay? So that's what this flow is going to be about. There will be a shorter flow that will focus on it also if you don't have the time. But if you are ready, if you have a block, grab it. It's always nice in balancing poses, but it's not required. We can still do it without it, okay? So we're going to meet up first in deer pose. So how you do this is you bring one shin parallel to the short end of the mat and one shin parallel to the long end of the mat, okay? Get really tall here, and let's think about our breath here for a moment. So bring your hands to your rib cage, and we're gonna inhale, and we're gonna imagine the breath is going to expand our rib cage out and then go to our low belly and expand our low belly out. And then when we exhale, we push it in from our low belly and then up through our rib cage and out, okay? So let's do a nice deep breath in. You can bring your hands there so you can feel it. So feel your rib cage going to the side and then bring the air down, press it in through the low belly and out, okay? Let's do that again. A nice deep inhale. Press it out. And if you want to layer in Ujjayi breathing with this, if you haven't done it before, if you imagine you're fogging up glasses, to clean them, like do that motion with your mouth, and then close your mouth. Keeping everything the same, keeping the shape of the throat the same, and then just take a deep breath in. And you'll start to hear that rolling sound. It's like ocean breath is what it's called. So you can do that too if you want, okay? So let's do that again. Let's deep inhale. Exhale it out. And when you're ready, let's do the other side. So extend your leg that's along the long end of the mat straight in front of you. Bring your other foot in front of you. And then just roll. So your shin that was pointing toward the short end should now be pointing to the long end. Bring the foot that was pointing to the long end. Bring that foot in close to your bum. And then take it behind you. So now it's pointing to the short end. So you've just switched sides, okay? Again, we're long here. Let's do our breath again. And while we're here, we can focus on our intention for our practice, whether it is finding balance in our life off the mat, finding balance on the mat, or both, or whatever your heart is telling you, whatever we need to breathe through, we can just use that as our intention too. So whatever's speaking to you right now, please listen to it and just breathe. All right, when you're ready, let's come to tabletop and start the flow part of our practice. So wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Go ahead and extend your right leg back and press through your heel. Really press it out here. Keeping your hips the same height from the floor. And then bring your right knee back. Let's take your left leg back, press it out. And breathe, right? We're always doing our inhale, our exhale. Left knee can go back to meet right. Right leg's going to extend behind you. Again, lift up your right leg. Point your toes straight down. the inner part of your thigh, roll that in a little bit, okay? We want to keep our toes pointing straight down, so we've got to engage our leg to do that. Left arm extends straight out in front of you. It's at shoulder height. And you can breathe here, balance and breathe. If you want to deepen your balance, you can do a couple of things. If it's safe, you can close your eyes. Or you can spread it wide. So swing your left hand to the left, your right leg to the right. And always option to close your eyes, only if it's safe. And then let's bring it back to center. Land it down. Let's switch sides. Left leg's going to extend back. Lift it up. Toes pointing straight down. And then sometimes your hip might want to go up like that on the leg that it's lifted. Bring it so it's parallel to the floor, okay? And then right arm's going to extend forward at shoulder height. And again, play with your breath and your balance here, okay? You can close your eyes. You can swing it wide. Lift up your leg if it starts to go down. And then bring your right hand down, left knee down. Let's press back to child's pose. Let our arms rest a moment. And then let's walk your hands over towards the right. Take your left wrist and cross it over your right. And press into your left hip as you do that. Walk it back to center. And then walk your hands over towards the left. Right arm's going to cross over left wrist. Press into your right hip. Come back to center. Let's roll back to tabletop. Tuck your toes and let's come to downward facing dog or Adho Mukha. Press it out. Heels towards the mat. Hips are lifted. Head is towards the mat. Space between your shoulders and your ears. Right foot's going to lift behind you and point. You can come up onto your left tippy toe and then lower it down if you want that. And then bring your hips again the same height. Bend your right knee and let's land it between our hands. Lower down, okay? We're still supporting ourselves with our hands. Go ahead and lift up your left knee. We're still low. Our torso's low over your right thigh. Right knee is over your right ankle. Let's reach your right hand forward and then reach up. Pressing the mat away with your left hand. Lifting the back of your left thigh. And breathing. So typically in yoga, when we're contracting or making ourselves smaller, we're exhaling. And then when we're making ourselves bigger, we're inhaling, okay? Sometimes they'll do it differently just to feel how the difference feels in our body. And, but breathe how you feel is right for you, okay? Sweep your right hand down. Left knee comes to the ground. Let's bring our bum back. Roll onto your right heel. Fingertips at the knee. Back is long. Half monkey. Can, if you want, grab onto your toes with your right hand. Do a nice, gentle, kind stretch there. Very gentle. Keeping your back long. Okay, let's roll back forward. Bring your right leg back to meet your left. Tuck your toes back to downward facing dog. Left foot's going to extend behind you. Reach, reach, reach. Come onto your right tippy toe if you want. And then lower it down. Bend your left knee, land it between your hands. Drop your right knee. Torso's on top of left thigh. And again, tuck your right toes, lift up your right leg, pressing to the mat with your right hand. Left arm goes forward and up. Reach and lift. So imagine you're really pressing into the mat with your left foot, right hand, and you're sinking in the top of your left thigh. At the same time, you're lifting the back of your right thigh, okay? So you've got this pressing in and this lifting up going on at the same time, okay? Balancing each other, two opposite actions balancing each other. And breathe. Sweep your left hand down, drop your right knee, left knee meets right knee. Tuck your toes, bum goes back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands, forward fold here. And you can bend and straighten your legs. You can find your elbows and dangle for a moment. That feels nice. When you're ready, bend your knees a lot. So you're sitting down like this, and then you can bring your arms out in front of you like this, or you can bring them hands to heart center. We'll take a chair pose. Arms can even go up. Sink it down. From here, bring your hands behind you. Come roll yourself onto your tippy toes. So we're going to come to diver's pose. Sink in. We're still sinking in here. Imagine you're bringing your pinky fingers to each other. Breathe. Thighs are making the number 11. When you're ready, let's bring ourselves all the way up, staying on our tippy toes. Reach, reach, reach. Reach, reach, reach. A little bit more, and then lower down. Shake out your legs. Hands go to heart center. Whew, you can shake everything out if you need to. Readjust. All right, so from here, we're going to get really strong in our left leg, okay? Feel it out here. Press it into the mat. All four sides. Engage your left glute. Lift up your right leg to a 90 degree, okay? Again, your drishti point and your breath are probably going to be your friends here. So from here, left hand goes to the top of right knee. And again, keep your hips the same height from the floor. So if you need to bring your hands to your hips to remind yourself, you can do that. So left hand to the top of right knee. Right arm goes in front of you and then extends behind you. You can look at it if you want to. Flex your right toes. And just breathe here. All right, when you're ready, bring your torso back to straight. You can bring your hands to your heart center or your hips. And then cross your right ankle above your left knee. And we're going to sit back a little bit and breathe. Again, back is long. Chest is open. Shoulders are down. Again, your left leg is working. Your left glute's working here. The great thing about balance poses is they also are leg strengthening poses most of the time. So 2 for 1, okay? All right, let's kind of stand back up again, but keeping your right ankle crossed above your left knee. Let's grab onto it and like cradle it, okay? Hug it in a little bit. Breathe. Feel your expansion in the ribs. Feel the air going to your low belly and then pushing it out. And then bring your right foot parallel to the floor. okay? And then grab the top of your right foot with your right hand, bring it behind you to a runner stretch. And left hand can reach back if you want to. Open up through the chest here. Breathe. Low belly's in. Imagine your tailbones pointing straight down to the floor, okay? We're long in our back. Our left leg is really earning its keep today. Okay. All right, here we go. From here, let your left leg go down. Toes are pointing straight down, okay? Hands can go to hips. And then from our hips, we're just going to reach for the ground, okay? Reach, reach, reach. And then from here, extend your right leg back behind you. So we're in a supported airplane. Point your toes. Again, if your hips are wanting to go up, bring it back down so they're the same height from the floor. You can even flex your foot if you want. When you're ready, bend into your left knee, land your right leg down, and we can reach up to high lunge or crescent. Again, gauge your glutes, pull your low belly in, and then we can lift up and do a tiny back bend here through crescent pose. Shoulders go down. We don't want to do back bends unless we're engaging our glutes and our stomach, okay? Otherwise, all that weight goes to our low back and it's not going to be happy. Sweep your arms down. Left foot meets the right. Downward facing dog or Adho Mukha. Press it out. Right foot's going to go behind you. Point again. Hips, hip adjust, so hips same height from the floor. Bend your right knee. Land your right foot about a foot length behind your right wrist. Rotate all your toes to the right. Lift up your hips. Come to a side plank, a supported side plank. Now, if you're cool here, stay here. If you want a little added balance work, you can always extend your right leg out and do a full side plank. Reach back with your arm and breathe. Lift your hips up. Or you can go back to supported, whatever your body is wanting. Sweep your right arm down. Rotate all your toes back to forward, back to downward facing dog. Let's roll into our knees. And we're just going to sit back on our toes and do a 10-toe stretch, okay? Because in balance work, we're doing a lot of leg balancing work. Our toes are doing a lot of work. So let's stretch them out a moment. Give them some love too. All right, let's come back to tabletop, back to downward facing dog. Rest it out here. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Find your elbows. Find your opposite elbows. Your feet are hip width apart, okay? Bend your knees a lot. Rest your torso on top of your thighs. And then we can come to chair pose. Roll onto your tippy toes, come to divers. Again, lift your arms up a little bit more. Imagine you're trying to get your pinky fingers to touch. Really reach here. Staying on your tippy toes, let's take it all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Reach a little bit more, and then lower down. Hands to heart center. Shake it all out. All right, you ready? I'm gonna do the other side, okay? Let's go. Get strong in your right leg. I'll do it with you. Whew. Press into your right foot. Engage your right glute. Lift up, okay? And then again, let's check our hips. Same height from the floor. All right, you ready? So right hand is going to go to the top of left knee. Left arm's going to extend behind you. Flex your left toe and breathe. Sweep your left hand back, cross your left ankle above your right, take a seat. Again, your right leg's doing all the work here. Your right leg, your breath, and your balance. Your drishti, your anchor. All right, let's bring up your left leg, cradle it in. Bring your foot parallel to the floor. Grab the top of your foot with your left hand. Right arm can go back to reach. Runner stretch. Hips the same height from the floor. Breathe. Gently let your left leg go to a 90 behind you. And we're going to find the floor. Slowly find the floor with your hands. From here, left foot's going to extend back to a nice supported airplane. Breathe. Check your hips that they're the same height. Land your left foot down. And we can come to high lunge, other side. Again, engage your glutes, engage your belly. Sink into your right thigh. Lift the back of your left leg. Shoulders are down. Sweep your hands down. Right foot meets left. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Left foot extends behind you. Land your left foot a little bit behind your left wrist. Rotate all your toes towards the left. Lift up your hips. Lift up your left arm. Supported side plank with option to take a full side plank. And an option to always go back to supported. Just keeping your hips lifted. Land your hands down. Rotate your toes back to straight. Back to downward facing dog. Come to your knees. Let's come to our 10-toe stretch and shake it out. Okay, we're going to do it again on each side, but we're going to do it a little faster, okay? Because we've gone through it once, gone through all where things need to be, okay? So ready? We're going to do a little bit quicker here, okay? Tabletop. And here, let's focus on our breath. So we're going to inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale our right foot forward. Land your right foot between your hands, lower down. Okay. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, you can inhale your right arm forward. Exhale up. Lift up your hips. Sink into your right thigh. Sweep your right arm down. Left foot's going to meet right. Forward fold. Chair. Divers. Keeping on our tippy toes, rise up. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Lower your feet down. Hands to heart center. Right leg comes up. Left hand on top of right knee. Right arm extends behind you. Shoulders down, arm is back. Right arm comes back to front. Let's cradle. Cross it over, sink it down. So your right ankle's crossed over your left knee. Let's come back up, cradle your right leg. Bring your right foot parallel to the floor. Grab onto the top of your right foot with your right hand. Runner's lunge. The left hand goes behind you. Inhale, open up through the chest. Let your right leg gently go to a 90 behind you. Let's find the floor. Supported airplane. Hips the same height from the floor. Land your right foot down. High lunge. Sweep your hands down. Left foot meets right. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right foot. Exhale, land your right foot behind your right wrist. Toes go to the right, lift up. Sweep your right arm down. Exhale. Right foot meets left. Inhale. Left foot extends behind you. Land your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Strong in your right hand. Lift up your right knee. Left arm in front of you. Reach up. Sink. Remember, we're pressing into the left knee, lifting through the right leg. Sweep your left hand down. Right foot meets left. Forward fold. Find your opposite elbows if you want. Sit to chair. Hands to heart center. Roll to divers. Inhale up. Exhale down. Shake it out. Inhale. Lift your left leg to 90. Hips the same height. Flex your left toe. Right hand goes to top of left knee. Left hand extends behind you. Breathe. Sweep your left hand back. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Sit back. Find your left leg. Cradle it in. Hug it in. Take your left foot parallel to the floor now. Grab onto the top of your left foot with your left hand. Bring it behind you. Right arm sweeps behind you. Chest opens up. Pressing into the mat with your right foot. Engaging your right glute. Low belly's in, tailbone straight down. Let your left leg gently come to a 90 behind you. Find the floor with your right hands. Take it back to your supported airplane. Land your left foot down, high lunge. Sweep your hands down. Right foot meets left. Exhale. Inhale your left foot forward. Exhale it, land it down. Left foot goes to, everything goes to the left. Reach up. Sweep your left hand down. Back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands, forward fold. Come up to flat back, so your fingertips are above your knees here. Elbows are tucked in, okay? We're bent over like this. Let's go ahead and bring our right leg back behind us. Keeping our hands to our hips, so our torso's parallel to the floor, and just start to extend your right leg back. Really strong in your left. We've been working on it. So here, your belly button's going to spine. Your tailbone's going straight back. You're pressing. You can either press through your heels so your toes flexed, or you can point your toes. Just remember to keep your hips the same height from the floor, okay? So if you've got to roll your inner thigh to do that. And here, warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. You can do whatever you want with your arms. You can get heart center, out to the side. Again, we're at drishti point, our breath. Just keeping the torso balanced. Our leg lifted. All right, bring your right leg to meet your left. Stand tall. Whew, shake it out. All right, let's forward fold again. flat back from here, from this flat back position. Really strong in your right leg now. Let's lift up our left leg. Let's bend it like we did before a lot, and then just extend it back, okay? Hands to hips. And you might find one side is way different than the other. That's okay. You always have the option to take that supported airplane too. Or if you have a block, you can always do that, okay? All right, left leg meets right. Forward fold. Take it back to plank. Press your torso forward. Lower onto your belly. You can bend your knees and windshield it side to side. All right. Bring your hands next to your heart center. Elbows go straight back. We can press ourselves back to child's pose. Again, walk it to the side. Cross your left wrist over your right. Walk it back to center. Cross your right wrist over your left. Back to center. Press. Really press your bum back. Let your head rest. Let your forearms rest. And let's roll the tabletop. And we're actually going to come to our backs next. So come all the way down onto your back. All right. So we're going to do bridge pose. So if you know how to do that, go ahead. If you want some cueing, go ahead and press your head into the mat. Lower your shoulders down, okay? Your feet, if you want to lift them up, make sure they're making the number 11. And there's some space between them, okay? Get your heels as close as you can to your bum. I always like to bring my arms up, make a fist, pull it down next to me. Hands can go flat to the floor for support. We're just going to lift up, press up, okay? Gauging the glutes here. And sometimes your legs like to go wide. Try to bring them back to that number 11, okay? Lift up a little bit more and then come onto your tippy toes. There's always the option here if you want to lift one leg. You don't have to, it's just there if you want to. Press, press, press. And gently, slowly like a sloth, lower down, keeping your heels lifted. The last thing to lower will be your hips, okay? Take your feet to the edge of the mat, drop your knees side to side, okay? Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And let's bring your feet back to hip width apart, straight up. And then let's try to reach. So bend your knees kind of out to the side. Reach for your big toes with your peace fingers and then press it out. Let's get a nice, oh, our legs and our feet and our ankles did a lot of work today. So let's kind of press through our feet, roll out your ankles. You can bend and straighten your legs. All right, and then grab the pinky toe side of your feet, keeping your feet parallel to the ceiling, and we can do a happy baby here. Roll side to side. Massage our back. And then bring your feet straight up. Cross your right knee over your left, and then just let things fall towards the left. Okay, and then arms extend out at shoulder height and then look toward your right. Okay, using your stomach muscles, lift up your knees back to center, undo them, hug your knees into your chest, grabbing the back of your thighs. I don't like to press into the knee joint, so I always try to grab the back of my thighs when I do this. And then your feet, stamp them on the ceiling. Again, left knee is going to cross right, and then let everything gently fall to the right. Arms extended shoulder height, look to your left. Pull your lower belly in, lift your knees back up. Undo it, give yourself a hug. And this time, bring your arms both around just your right leg and let your left foot land, and then really hug the right hip in, and then even a little bit to the right if you want. And then back to center. And then do that with your left leg. So wrap both your arms, really hug it in, let your right foot land, and then even take it a little bit to the left. And then back to center. And when you're ready, let's set up for Savasana, okay? So let everything just be super heavy, okay? And imagine your mat, I like to imagine it like a hammock, like it's just holding you. Like just let everything get super heavy. Press your head into the mat and then lower your shoulders down. When you're ready, just start to bring your awareness to any sounds you might hear. Keeping your eyes closed. You can start to extend your fingers out, stretch your fingers, point your toes. Deep breath in. Just blow it out your mouth. Bend your knees. Bring your knees to your chest. Hug it in. Land your feet down. Pick up your hips, just slightly take them to the right, and then drop your knees to the left, okay? And then I'll meet you in Sukhasana, or easy seated pose. I wanted to share this beautiful excerpt from one of my favorite books, The Heart of Yoga by Jessica Char. So I'll meet you in Sukhasana. So it says, however beautifully we carry out an asana, however flexible our body may be, if we do not achieve the integration of body, breath, and mind, we can hardly claim that what we are doing is yoga. What is yoga after all? It is something that we experience inside, deep within our being. Yoga is not an external experience. In yoga, we try in every action to be as attentive as possible to everything we do. Yoga is different from dance or theater. In yoga, we are not creating something for others to look at. As we perform the various asanas, we observe what we are doing and how we are doing it. We do it only for ourselves. We are both observer and what is observed at the same time. If we do not pay attention to ourselves in our practice, then we cannot call it yoga. It's a lovely reminder of the importance of breath and body and mind, heart, everything. It's not just the pose, right? And never just the pose in yoga. It's the yoga you can't see, right? All right. Thank you. It was an honor to practice balance and breathe with you. May you be okay. May you be healthy. May you be free from suffering. May you continue to be awesome and may you progress. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, great week. I'll see you again. Bye.